You're watching ChillyBoy Productions. I'm Larry, ChillyBoy Jilson, and this is our reaction to Loki, Season 2, Episode 2. And as always, for these Loki reactions, I am joined by my co-host Hannah. Hey, Hannah.
Hello.
We are back another week, another Loki, I guess. But this is episode 2 for season 2, and we started the season off with a banger. We're just kind of figuring out what's going on, but still really have no idea.
Yeah. We were in this place though with season one too, though. So, I'm expecting to be confused until the end of episode four.
Yes. All we know, Sylvie's on the run, and she's found her way to a Mickey D's back in the day. About to
Mhm.
get her life. She wants to try the whole menu, she said, while everybody from the damn TVA are coming after her, like running through the portal to come and find her ass.
A whole army.
The Loki is Loki like, hold on, we can't let this happen. Meanwhile, he's like trying to make sure his body isn't ripped apart and
Yeah. We gotta find out who pruned him.
yes, and then Mobius over here helping him with Kihui Kwan with that crazy ass name, OB.
OB.
I forgot the rest of it. Obianus,
Uh,
OB system. I don't know. They were helping out, trying to keep him from glitching. They don't have those nifty little wristbands that the spider people have to stop that glitching.
they haven't like fully figured out their
No,
headquarters for
not
Loki.
yet.
Yeah.
But he's once again breaking all the rules. It seems that's what Loki does best, obviously. God of mischief. You're not supposed to be able to time travel like this in the TVA, and yet here he is, going to the future, going to the past, and now he's on his way to find Sylvie, maybe. So that was basically what we got in episode 1. That was the summation of what we understood was going on in that first episode. So I'm just excited to get into episode 2 and see what this one has for us. So let's get into it, shall we?
Yeah.
Three,
Breaking Brad.
breaking.
Oh my God, if there's a Breaking Bad reference in this episode, I will literally kill myself on camera. Oh my God,
Loki,
I will slip my wrist on camera
Loki gonna be
challenge.
mixing up that mathematics on screen here in episode 2.
Why is this blue?
A little bit of the crystal, a little bit of the herb. Well, not the herb. I don't think he had anything to do with no herbs over there in that Breaking Bad. But
No, they're making blue meth.
just, just the blue mathematicals over there.
Just the blue meth.
All right.
If I know I said this last season and I was like, oh my God, I wonder if they're gonna do the tenant thing. And they didn't do the tenant thing, but I wonder if who pruned him is him. And they
Oh.
actually do the tenant thing. Was this the last episode?
Yeah,
The Marvel intro?
it was.
I don't remember it.
Sylvie's not here.
We just
Oh.
got here.
It doesn't
Back
feel
to the
right.
homeland.
It's too safe.
Zaniac. Okay.
Is this the scene that we saw? Hey, Rocky Alcazar. Hey, Pookie. Is this the scene we saw at the end of Quantumania? This looks like it could be the scene that we saw at the end of Quantumania. Not the Million Kings,
Yes.
How do you feel about your meteoric rise to
This is really my Pookie Bear.
Look pretty darn good. Come on, look at this.
Oh my God, it's Brad Wolf. Can I get
What
your
is his
autograph?
deal?
Anything for? Hey!
Oh, got your ass.
Hey.
Come on, Mobius! You're gonna ruin my life here.
Your life here?
Oh,
Oh my God, we're actually seeing Loki use his powers? Whoa.
right as I say, he was like, "Wait a minute, hold up." This running
like-
around is real cute.
We haven't seen Loki use his powers in so long.
Ooh.
I'm just glad to see that Rafael Casal actually has like a role in this. I am so excited for him. This looks so cool.
Well.
Oh, you're the tough guy, huh?
Oh.
So unsophisticated, X5.
You quit with the magic and fight fair!
No.
Why? Why would I?
It's not a fair fight.
This is so like not Loki. Like Loki's Loki. This is so like Avengers Loki.
I love this. Is like giving me horror vibes, and I'm loving it.
I know the directors, they primarily
that's
worked
sick.
with horror. Yeah, that is so cool.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, I love the shadows doing it. That's so fucking cool.
A little over the top, don't you think? All the shadow play.
No.
I thought it was
I love
spot
this.
on.
This is so Avengers Loki. He didn't do anything the first season that was like that mischievous. I love the first season. I love the first season. I know they're different. I know they're not the same Loki. But that was like, oh my
the
god.
God of Mischief is always still in there, so you know it's fun to see him come out.
I want to know why this is called Breaking Bad. I need a Breaking Bad reference, or else I'm gonna be mad.
They were just like alliteration with Raphael's name in the show. That's
How are
it.
things going?
Do you think this is a higher priority than preventing a temporal meltdown?
Oh, no. I focus on the temporal. I agree.
I wrote about it in here.
Oh, this handbook.
Him in this little handbook.
Back, yeah.
Any hits on Renslayer's tempad?
Why would tracking her tempad be a secret? Right.
Oh, he's sad. He's like, I wanted in on a secret mission.
But I was able to piece together who sent the last message.
Who?
I'll screw this back in.
He who remains, maybe?
Page 7.
No. Because I don't think you had that pressed back, did you?
It's too complicated.
I love when we get this like Zodiac kind of feeling stuff.
6 minutes is helping Renslayer.
Oh.
What? That explains the radio silence.
She really is full of surprises.
Say that again.
X5 says it somehow blocks TVA tracking.
That's not what it does.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah. Haven't you read the TVA guidebook?
I mean, I haven't memorized it.
Let's take a run at Brad Wolf.
Let's take a big run at him.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. One of my favorite scenes from the first season is the interrogation scene we get with Loki in the first episode. I fucking love that scene, so I'm excited.
What did he do to that tempad? All right, okay, Loki. What?
I think it's cool to see Mobius like be good at his job too.
Yes.
It's Bradley.
Right, Brad.
I'm obsessed with him.
Cut to the chase, shall we?
I
What
like.
do you do to this tempad?
Don't need approval to detain a hunter that abandoned his post.
Teeth.
Everyone here knows what you're doing, you know. You're just trying to make up for all the terrible, awful shit you've done in your life, you pathetic little man.
Okay, that's
Ooh. The library is open.
It's riveting.
We got a shit. Oh.
Keep going. I want to hear more.
Good. Problem is, you think you're special, but you're not. So it doesn't matter what outfit you put on, play dress up, or what little lies you tell your friends, or even the lies you tell yourself. At the end of the day, you just make everything worse. For Mobius, for B-15, for your mother.
Oh.
'Cause that's
Ooh.
what you do.
Now why is Frigga in this?
You're a loser.
Loki.
Like, what did you say fuck me for? Ooh, I love that they're addressing this. I think a lot of people talked about that with the first season.
Very much.
Hmm.
I really am touched. Terrible, awful things. Maybe that is who I am.
This is so Loki in the Avengers, and it's like, it's really tripping me out right now.
Holding something back.
Loki.
my god.
Biding my time.
I have like chills.
Perhaps I've just been waiting so I can do terrible, awful things to you.
Oh,
Oh my god.
don't threaten me with a good
That's,
time.
I was gonna say that's a little fruity.
Hey, you want to hear a good one? Knock, knock.
Thanks, Mobius.
Who's there?
Yeah.
Brad.
I love that this is still going, by the way. Like,
That's showbiz. And
this
I-
long interrogation scene.
So play along with us, answer our questions, and we get you back down there so they don't forget about you.
Do you have any idea what kind of life you might have left behind? Who might be waiting for you back there? I mean, do you care? I mean, you know they took us. You know they took our lives, and you're still here. And until you wake up, you're just a nowhere man. You're a
Whoop!
Oh my god! Wow.
What is he playing at though? Because he was not on board with this go back to your real life business
Yeah.
last episode.
Seems like he got under your skin.
Nope, he didn't get under my skin. He got under your skin.
Oh, really?
Mobius,
Okay.
Are you all right? I've never seen you like this before.
See me like what?
It's okay. I'm not judging.
Feels like you are. Look, I told you I can play.
I think
the
he
A
likes
keys,
it,
and I can
Mobius.
play- Where are we?
I was following you.
No, I was following you.
Mobius, you were clearly ahead of me.
My Pookie Bears. Since we got confirmation of by Loki last season, can we get like Loki and Mobius to kiss? Or Pan Loki, I'm sorry.
I went down to Earth and I held the whole of New York City hostage with an alien army. Tried to use the Mind Stone on Tony Stark. It didn't work, so I threw him off the building. I mean, let me tell you something. Wasn't tactical. Yeah. I lost it.
I lost it.
Sometimes our emotions get the better of us.
You can say that again. I'd like to thank the guy who kidnapped me and brought me here. Got me this pie.
If you never look, you'll never know.
If it's something good, do you think I want to have that rattling around in here?
That really is like, it must be scarier.
Yeah.
Like something bad. Oh well, I like.
You know,
Thank God it didn't have to do with that.
X5's
Have this amazing life,
find a way
and
in.
I've been here,
All right, so what aren't we
just
asking this
rotting,
time?
basically.
X5 is a good hunter. Well, come on, you're the god of mischief, right?
This music.
Loki just kicking it old school left and right this episode.
Obi.
You got our fixed thingamabob gadget stuff there, Obi? That thing that you were doing?
That one thing. Yeah, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No.
That's mean.
Love that it's just one room and they're getting so many like dynamic frames in this.
Right?
Actually, what are you gonna do?
Obsessed with the way he delivers like every line. I love this.
Okay, great. We're gonna have a little Q&A.
It's really like Tom Hiddleston like met his match.
Where is she? I'm not trying to be a hero, Brad.
Like they're having a snarky off.
Love this like ancient machine here.
Everyone watch Brazil.
And I brought up your mother, and I am really sorry about that. You need to put that down. That's, you don't know what you're doing with that.
Oh.
What does this one do? Sorry.
You could kill me with that.
Oh.
Loki, turn it off.
Let me try this. Let me try this.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Sorry. That's only made it smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know where Docs and the others are. You have. You're doing one right now. Have some perspective on yourself. Okay.
Ooh, girl.
What's the penalty for a highly decorated field officer abandoning his mission? You and Docs, I don't buy it.
Okay.
Oh.
Look, I swear, okay? I went down there and I went to get my
Oh.
okay?
As a claustrophobe, I hate this.
What if none of this is real? I guess you aren't either.
Ooh.
Oh, that is painful.
Just tell me where Sylvie is, Brad.
I'll tell you
Ooh.
what she is. She has a new life.
Ooh, his skin, like, ugh.
Got there in the end.
I hated that.
It's like, oh hell no. Stretching herself out to just make sure.
Yeah, but I found it first.
A little bit of mischief.
Only as good as your plan.
Thank you. Let's go, Zaniac.
They're so.
Hell of a performance.
All right, if I tell you where she is, are you gonna let me go?
You're gonna show us.
Take them to
They're
the
so silly.
McDonald's.
I thought I could help.
Oh.
Me?
Would you like to walk into here?
Right?
Nice to meet you. We're all gonna die.
What do you mean?
Kei Kwan, you're so loved.
I wrote it.
Oh? Oh, he shook.
You're
Yes?
you wrote the TVA guidebook.
You've read it?
Sign it.
Practically memorized. Sign for me?
Of course I will. Happy to do it.
Yeah, just next to your picture. Then
Hold on.
I'll draw mine.
Oh,
You just said we were all gonna die.
Oh, right.
about
The
that.
containment doors are locked, and only the person who designed it can open it with a live scan of his temporal aura.
He who remains.
And
Ooh.
he's dead. So without Miss Minutes to help us override the lock,
Back in the McDonald's.
I just don't want to be around a variant who killed 400 of our coworkers.
Understandable.
When you put it that way,
I get it.
What do you think?
Hey, can you refill the straw dispenser when you get a sec?
Already done it.
not Sylvie being like the superstar employee of this McDonald's.
Look at her.
Yes. Ooh.
The mullet is compassless.
Hi.
Debbie Riz. I hate that. I hate that.
Hi.
Why did I say that?
Short break.
She is so.
Look at her little track.
I
She is
love
living
this for her.
life.
Truly, what else is there to do after you break the sacred timeline?
No.
Know that it hasn't, not anymore. I made sure of that.
Ooh.
Enchant me. I thought you were setting us up for an ambush. Hell, you were just setting us up for a great meal. Thank you.
What is happening?
McDonald's
right now?
pay for
It's like they're going over every detail of their relationship.
10 minutes ago, you were screaming at me, you're nothing. And then I kind of freaked out and basically tortured you. And now here we
Yes.
are, enjoying a meal like gentlemen.
You slap me in the face. I'm not gonna
I got
forget
you a
that you
shake.
You say torture, I say.
Come, please.
You don't care about my movie.
Brad, I saw the poster. It looked scary.
It's not scary. It's elevated thriller. All right.
Oh, not A24.
You can't see
The
me, right?
original
You can't take it. I'm not
A24.
helping you. Not after this.
I will. What's going on?
Nothing.
I don't like this.
Yeah, what's going on? Shit.
Just gonna give everyone free will and walk away.
That's the way it works.
He shows up again.
His variants, what are you gonna do?
Kill him.
Sorry to interrupt. I think Brad's got something that he might want to get off his chest.
Zaniac's getting a sequel, and you're both invited. Hey! We
Uh-uh.
can wait all day.
Not
No,
that.
We can't. We need to talk about this back at the TVA. If we stay here, we're all gonna die.
Oh?
They're gonna die. Orange shirt, she's gonna die. Most importantly, we are all gonna die.
All this for Sylvie?
I don't buy it.
They're going to bomb every branch. We need to know where this attack is coming from.
Oh, shit.
That's how they're bombing all the timelines at once. They're all connected to that central control panel.
That's our target.
I'll distract them.
Okay.
Ooh!
Our mission is compromised!
The music.
Can we disarm the charges? Don't overthink it.
Ooh! Okay.
Look how they ate that.
I presume her timeline is gone.
Ooh.
Those are people.
Ooh, that's really sad.
Guys, I got a hit on Renslayer's temp pad.
Oh?
The TVA is the problem. It's broken. It's rotten. I'm going home. If it's still there.
Please don't.
The episode's about to end. I know it.
Oh.
Is your mom on her way to pick you up?
Yeah. She'll be here. I'm good.
Dog. No Breaking Bad reference. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, I was like, that's all you, girl. I wouldn't be able to spot anything other than literally meth. For Breaking Bad reference. Like the one in Zootopia. That it needs to be that obvious for me to understand.
One in Zootopia. Is there one in Zootopia?
Yeah.
I've seen Zootopia once. What's the
Yeah,
Breaking
it's
Bad
like
reference in
the
Zootopia?
sheep are in the like little hazmat suits, like making I forget what drug it is in their thing, but yeah, there's this whole little Breaking Bad section of Zootopia. So you know.
You know what? Aaron Paul would have ate Rafael Casal's part. He would have ate bad. I mean, Rafael Casal is eating, obviously. I talked about the entire fucking reaction, but I just need Aaron Paul employed.
I mean, that's basically what it comes down to, right? We just need to find him
I
a
need
job.
him employed. A job.
Well, Hannah, how'd you feel about episode 2? Even without the
it.
Breaking Bad reference.
Boo, 0 out of 10. No, I loved it. I am consistently just so entertained by the show, and so I don't want to say like pleasantly surprised because I expect greatness, but also it's just never what I'm expecting. I feel like I always try and have a certain expectation, and like I said, it's usually, oh yeah, this is gonna be really good, but it's really good in a way that I never anticipate for the certain episode. And that happened with season 1 too. We talked about it every single week after we finished our episodes. We're like, we have no idea what's going to happen next week. Literally fucking none. And I still feel that way with this. And that is so exciting. I think the thing that I noticed the most about this episode was just like, and it isn't something that didn't happen in the first season or even the first episode. But there's just a lot of scenes in this where it's just two characters talking and it's just given so much like room to breathe. Like that interrogation scene was so long. And I fucking loved it. And I love that we just got like Loki and Mobius sitting and eating key lime pie and just like talking. It felt like it was like 4 minutes. Like that's a long time for just two characters to sit and talk, especially in an episode of TV and Marvel TV, mind you. This show is just so like special. It really does just feel so just unique to the MCU. And I know that we've like been in a phase of stuff that has been trying really hard to do that. And it still feels like we're getting caught in that like MCU train, even with like the continued attempts to break out of that mold. And Loki and I think like Multiverse of Madness is kind of really the only ones who have truly succeeded in doing that. Yeah, and I love this show.
Yeah, we had so many long conversations. And as you pointed out, I love it because obviously we talked about the change in the director, but they're doing such a good job of just framing, making every shot interesting to look at, whether
And
it's
this was a
the
different director
cinematography, the
this episode.
lighting, yeah, the angles, the framing itself. I just, every shot had a perspective to it, which again, not all of, particularly Disney Plus anything can say that.
All Disney Plus stuff has felt the same, aesthetically, even like
Yeah.
just to put it down to that. And I know WandaVision felt like it was really gearing up to be something like this in the first few episodes, but then we hit episode 4 and the rest of the season is exactly what every other Disney Plus show has been, unfortunately. But Loki is still consistent and it's still kicking.
And to weave in a lot of really kind of existential stuff. Obviously, the second season's really delving into these things about your other life, about what could have been type of stuff. And then, I mean, just straight up genocide. Like,
Yeah.
we went straight genocide of billions of worlds and people just dying because they're literally going into there and bombing them and exterminating these entire timelines of people. It was wild.
It's just that like
And
visual of the timeline because we've seen it so many times and it's so like ingrained into the way it's supposed to look. And they did a really great reveal of it in the finale of the first season of where you just see the timeline and everything, you know, is perfect and as it should be. And then you get that shot and it's like all the branches and you're like, and that's how I felt just now when we saw it all like broken.
Dissipating before our eyes and kind of the devastation of these people. I told you that woman who plays Liza Aaron is never up to any good in anything I have ever seen her in. She is always devious. See, once you start like your career in my mind, breastfeeding like a 9-year-old child, it's out. There's no coming back, really. There's none. And here she is. I did love that we kind of got Loki pulling upon his origins, like who he's always been, kind of in this episode. One, the visual aesthetic, the horror kind of vibe of him hunting down Brad through the streets and alleyways. And to conclude it with the shadows grabbing him was so good. But then to get to see him kind of bring upon the darkness in those both interrogations, really. But the first one really set up for the second one to be super believable. As he kind of turned into, it was giving a little bit of Jigsaw vibes, like, okay, Brad.
Why does it
play a
keep going back
game?
to Jigsaw?
Loki was in his Jigsaw era this episode. He should have just put a little tape recorder next to Brad in that box. Said, all right, we're gonna play a game today.
If you think about it, Loki and Mobius are the same characters as John Kramer and Amanda. If you think about it.
If you squint, they're the same thing. Like,
this is basically Saw 3.
What did Sophie have in her hand there?
It's that little thing that He Who Remains had in the final episode, I think. The little thing that he set down and he showed them little claymation things happening on it, I think.
Now, what is she gonna do with it?
Fuck if I know.
And now, is this kid just gonna be like a sweet little Southern pumpkin, or is he gonna be like part of the show?
He has to be. He keeps showing up. I wonder.
Like, he's had a little bit too much screen time for me to just like wave him on by right now. So I'm like, can I? I don't know how I feel about you, sir. Like, I gotta keep my eye out on you. You might be just, cute little character for her to bond with, but I'm gonna be watching closely, young sir. And we're still trying to find this goddamn Renslayer who is working with Miss Minutes. So Miss Minutes, okay. Is she her own entity? This little AI Miss Minutes then? Like, can she just break free of he who remains and do whatever the hell she wants? Or does that mean Renslayer's like
Well,
working
I was
with
gonna say,
remains only?
I think Renslayer is working with He Who Remains,
Yeah.
therefore Miss Minutes is working with Renslayer and He Who Remains.
I mean, we're not gonna get too far into this, but I'm gonna just mention it now. This episode, obviously, we're talking about AI here. Hello, clearly very prevalent. The SAG strikes are still going on, and
Because of
in
AI.
no small part due to AI. And then genocidal bombings happening, also very relevant to world events happening right now as we record this reaction. So a very timely episode for something that was filmed a bit ago. Before, I mean, that
what, 2 years ago now? They
yeah.
hit production on this like as soon as they finished season 1.
So it's always like interesting when something like is so timely to what's happening everywhere right now, and it was like this was filmed 2 years ago. You're like, oh yes.
I was like, that was like The Last of Us Part 2 releasing like in the heat of COVID.
You're like, oh cool.
Yeah.
Literally our life. Great. Thanks. Which is more misery. Now our escapism is our reality. Thank you, I guess.
Literally The Last of Us opening, the first episode of the show opening with, what if it got warmer? And what if fungus like adapted to that? Fuck you. Like, why would you say that?
Why are you doing this to us? I thought I came here to watch a show, not get personally attacked, but okay, sure, I guess.
This is supposed to be like not reasonable. What do you mean?
It's supposed to be like sci-fi, as in not within the realm of it could happen to me tomorrow. Like, what are we doing?
I literally hate it
here. The tuning in was actually a mistake. What was I thinking? Great.
So I think I'm just like really excited for episode 3. I'm like, I haven't sat down and watched one of these shows and like counted down the days until the new episode since maybe Loki season 1. Truly, I was excited for Miss Marvel weekly.
Yeah, I liked Miss Marvel. Like, I'm ready to go into the next episode right now.
Yeah.
That's where they left me off on this one. So Thursdays have become like prime TV viewing for this season. And it feels good. Like, after this long drought, it just feels cool to finally like have something in Marvel that you're like, yes,
a banger.
We're back to what we wanted. Like,
yeah,
they could have easily just veered so hard left off course after season 1. I'm so glad that they kind of just kept the tone, kept everything that was good about that first season pretty much intact so far for season 2. Now, don't go off the rails on episode 6 or nothing this season, Loki. Please God, we all right. Well, that was our reaction to Loki season 2, episode 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including each and every one of our Loki reactions. Hannah, do you want to let people know where they can find you?
At Rejected Hannah on Twitter.
Perfect. And make sure to leave your thoughts in that comment section down below, or you can hit both of us up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.